by the beats.
Hello, hello, and welcome to Tastyspleen TV. This is your friendly neighborhood Jehar, and we're back here. We made it through another week of quarantine. We're still inside. I've been hearing sounds coming from outside all day, but I am not inquiring to find out what they are. We're here with Doombringer Friday Night Fights, and even though the title match changed up a little bit today, I think it's going to be very interesting indeed. We've got Nessy, we've got CrazyAl, and joining me on mic here today, we've got Christus, of course, developer of the game. Go check out Doombringer. It is happening live in front of you, week in, week out, single player, multiplayer, the works. But we've also got GMT, who's been our resident whipping boy for the last 2 weeks. How you doing, dude?
Very well, thank you. And yourself?
Happy to be here. Everything, seems to be in working order, and by everything I mean Nessy and CrazyAl. They've been actually like practicing all day, which is a good lesson for you, GMT.
Excuse me. Some of us have things to do, people to see, you know. Not everyone can dedicate themselves to the game quite like these two. But they are two players I'm very excited to see. One much more experienced than the other, but I dare say one much more talented than the other as well.
Ooh, yeah. I'm sorry. You're going to get your licks either in-game or out-of-game today, so I apologize ahead of time.
That is okay by me.
And Christus, welcome as well. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing quite well today. It's been a short day at work and been playing with Nessy and Al over for the last couple of hours now. Just chatting and drinking a little bit of beer.
It's been a lot of practice. I think these guys are about as warmed up as you could ask two bodies to get, rubbing against each other like that. I'm going to go ahead and let them know that we're just about set here. And we can go ahead and hop in game. So once again, we've got ourselves CrazyAl, the Scout, and Nessy, the Monster of the Lake, which it couldn't, it seemed scripted that way, but here we are.
Yeah, it's interesting we put these two players together. So to give you a little bit of background on Nessy, he's someone that was watching some of the TimCon Diabotical stream.
Yeah.
And wanted to get involved, so we started speaking to him through that. And we then found out that the man can aim. And so his experience, he's a bit rusty. He last played Quake 4 Duel.
Wow.
And now he's back, and he just doesn't miss. But his game sense, his timing, a little bit to be worked on. But like, in terms of raw ability, he's special.
Yeah,
whereas
Quake
Alan,
4 is really the dark ages. You could tell me
Alan
that Quake 4 predated Quake 2, and I would believe you.
Alan is just special.
It's great to have a Scottish derby, though. Not nearly enough for those in esports. In fact, this may be the first.
Yeah, and I thought because of the whole Scottish thing that the trash talk would be a little bit better, but when I asked CrazyAl for comments, he said that he's good-looking, rich, and well-endowed. I have nothing. Which is not exactly what I was looking for. I asked Nessy for a response to that, and he said, I'm not that rich. So that's about as spicy as these guys are willing to get with each other. So
No worse than me at trash talk.
Well, actually, I think Nessy did dig a little bit deeper, and he followed up by saying that I'm going to use my winnings, of which there are €70 potentially, €10 per map. Use my winnings to pay a professional video editor to make an hour-long montage of me fragging out.
No, the 70 minutes of footage, only 10 is getting cut.
Yeah,
that's good stuff.
Yeah. I tried to do the math there, but it hurt my head. All right. So yeah, it's going to be 7 maps, and actually Doombringer has sufficient maps that we don't even go through the entire pool every week. So yeah, there's a lot of interesting applications and things here. I hope we get to see some Aggressor today.
I'm sure we will. The wild map that it is. And they've both been getting good practice versus Yamazaki, I believe, who is very good at that map, and also a man that does not miss, frustratingly. I have a bit of a, I have a bit of an issue with these people that can aim.
Yeah,
I find it very
I was going to say if you say that one guy's a name god, I'll believe you. If you say that everybody's a name god, I have bad news for you.
Yeah, alright, I'll be honest, it's just me. Just me and my shaky hands. Like, even Alan, I was going to say, mechanically, the thing I would say about Alan is his POV looks a lot better than he is. He's super smooth.
He looks better
smooth.
than he
His
is,
movement
actually.
looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's actually shite. The man hasn't timed an item since 92.
It just goes to show how good the Doombringer netcode is.
That's it. That's it. What netcode?
Alright, well, we'll make sure to pause to fillet Crispus from time to time.
I do love this game. He knows that.
Yeah, I think I'm at the point where I'm only going to start playing games that can be abbreviated DB, you know, so Doombringer, Diabolical, Dirty Bomb, that's it.
Holy Trinity.
Doku, Panic, yeah. Alright, but here we go, CrazyAl versus Nessy, map 1 coming up here, and I'm following CrazyAl out of the gate, getting the first pickup for Rocket Launcher and making good use of it.
If this was me casting solo, I would have just said bang 3 times, but we've got a higher standard today.
Alright,
Look at Alan fly through that air. Look at the shotgun. Look at the majesty that is Doombringer in action.
We're gonna see Alan abusing this shotgun a lot, and Nessy struggling to remember that it exists. Because,
yeah, you go, my man.
Simply because Nessy is quite new to Doombringer. He hasn't quite internalized the fact that there are more than 3 weapons in Doombringer.
Yeah, I think probably a good elevator pitch for the game would be Quake where the shotgun matters.
Yeah, pretty much. And also, what you're going to see here, because they have such varying experiences in the game, is Alan's going to be the one abusing Doombringer mechanics. So he's going to be the one really making the most of that instant weapon switch, the fadeaway rails, using the knockback very strategically. Whereas Nessy's going to be playing this a bit more generically, but I think he is just stronger as well. So it's a little bit like me versus Gaia, honestly. Just, you know, much worse.
Well, I mean, we're already kind of in theme here. It's 3 up on -1 a couple minutes in, and yeah, CrazyAl is just pegging with the rails here, putting a lot of pressure on the yellow armor, getting a shot off there as well. Still having a bit of ammo left over, but the chase continues. Finally, a little bit of LG, and there's that knockback, keeping CrazyAl at shaft length, and it is enough to get Nessy back up to, well, 0.
And Jehar going through puberty again there. We love to see it.
Yep, it's going to keep happening until I get the point.
Nessy's LG is something to behold for a player of his level, let me tell you. He's a very polarized player in that sense. His strengths are strong, his weaknesses are weak. And they're just not getting a bead on him. I'm sure we'll see better LG from him in future, though, as they are both on pretty healthy things, even in Doombringer.
Yeah, but Nessy, so low here. 15 health, top of the map. Not the best place to be to avoid a rocket in the face or an Aaron rail. Waiting for the Mega. He's going to get the pickup, and not a lot of pressure from CrazyAl either, who's going to be down at the yellow armor. Nessy wants to dive in on the red. It's going to be a fight, and it's stolen out from under him by CrazyAl. This is a fight to get out of Nessy. He's trying to back out with 17 HP, but could he actually... Okay, for a second I thought he could actually defend that, but no, the armor stack from CrazyAl, more than enough to get the job done.
Yeah, the experience on the map shining through here, and now a little bit of aggression about rocket jump. Not going to go all the way in, though, because Nessy is dangerous, and, well, he proves it there, doesn't he? 2 stunning rockets. Yeah, love to see it.
He needs something in terms of health, though. It's going to be a bit of a fight over the Mega. I thought he was going to make that jump, but he pulled it out at the end. No weapons, though, besides this rail. It's not going to be enough at this range. Going to need a way back out of here. Actually, I like that little juke to chase CrazyAl off the edge, or at least bait him that way. He can get in here for a little bit more ammo, but he's going to go for the armor first. He still needs weapons. He's got all the stack and none guns. He's got 1 rocket, which, again, you mentioned there, GMT, like familiarity with the Doombringer mechanics. Weapon pickups don't get you a whole lot of ammo.
No, I believe the ammo system has been referred to as shite before, stingy, a cheap bastard, many other things indeed. It's a good time for people that like picking up boxes.
Yeah.
You don't like picking up boxes, though. I got some bad news for you.
It's an acquired taste. Nessy, though, still hanging on to his 2 frags, allowing CrazyAl to get in for that mega.
Oh.
Tries to go for the window shot.
It's
Nice little smiley
nice.
face there. And this should be a free pickup of the red armor, but he's full armor. He barely even has enough
my
rockets
son.
to get that armor.
Not using the bolter there like an experienced Doombringer player would.
It seems Nessy is forgetting about the boxes.
Yeah.
He made special care to remember them when we were practicing, but right now he seems to only have eyes for Alan.
Oh. Well, now there's a friendly mnemonic that everybody out there in the audience can remember. Remember, ammo boxes are necessary.
Oh,
That was awful.
That was awful.
I'm so
And
old.
so Friday
that
night
I
fights
think
next
it's
week.
fantastic.
We'll be on the TimCon LAN stream. We'll see you at twitch.tv.
I'm going to get fired from every brand I can. Here we go. But this stack from Nessy is still competent. Just he's so much lighter on ammo. He's got 50 cells to his name, and he's sticking with it.
There's my
There we
boy
go.
in the boxes, though.
There
You'll
we
love
go.
to see it. And he's going to be feeling a lot better now and more comfortable going in. Rail out, misses one. Opportunity here. No, Alan, too elusive. A bit like the monster of the lake himself. Oh.
Oh, a nasty face rocket, but that keeps him in position for the mega. It's going to be a drop down from both of them to the red armor. And this is finally where Nessy can get up close and personal. And I was about to say nearly miss everything, but there's that LG to bring it to within 1 frag. It's not a great spawn for CrazyAl, but Nessy is more focused on rotating armors. Look at that. He's got something like timing GMT.
Something like that. Top YA is up. Does either of them know? I don't think so. Now, the thing about Top YA on Duel 1 is nobody knows it exists yet because it was added after we'd already played the game many, many times. But it is there, oftentimes, and actually Nessy might have an advantage in that sense because he never got to see a map without it.
Yeah.
The rest of us prioritized the green armor over the second YA because, well, muscle memory.
Think of it, Christus. Your game isn't even out of beta yet, and people are already complaining about changes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Not even out of alpha.
I can't do anything to the game.
But
that
also, we
ties us
don't like
back up.
how it currently is.
Oh. Oh my god, these rockets. Where's the follow-up? Where's the LG? He has no LG, but he's got a rail. Got him. CrazyAl taking the lead once again just by going ballistic with those shots. But again, a little bit light on, well, just about everything here. Waiting out for this red armor, and he's getting stuck in the pit. The LG is going to be dangerous, but he's at shaft's length from Nessy. He's going to be backing out of there. I hope he's got his headphones on. Like, that's not where he's at. All right, there we go. Is this rocket jump
Look at
worth it?
this man get the top YA. Look at it.
Yeah. It's a good place to be. It's a good place to hide, bad place to get caught. Like so many of my favorites. Nice. Like the pickup of the red armor. CrazyAl maintaining that control there. 13 seconds to Mega. He's already expecting a fight at the upper platform, and in fact, bringing Nessy into his chamber, rocking him around. Bit of a hurricane action there, but it's going to be a Yelmer pickup.
Ooh.
And that rail, where did that come from? What?
Golf clap for the man. Wonderful stuff. And now with, well, a pretty terrible chase, all things considered. He just doesn't have the weaponry for it. Going to give away the red. Oh my god. Nessy, make your comeback now. 2 frags to make up. 1 minute and 35 to do it in. Is he even going to be able to get this mega though? No! The turnaround from CrazyAl. And now he can push on for what could well be the death now. I think it is 9 to 5 we go. 1 minute and 20 remaining. Nessy has a lot of work to do.
It's heartbreaking. He had brought it up to a tied game 4 frags ago. But now CrazyAl is just about 200, 4 frags up. and 1 minute to play it off. So, I mean, he can burn clock if he needs to, but he is still on the chase relentlessly, hunting down Nessy, shoving him in the YA corner, and teaching him why he can't really hide in the shadows. Oh my god. Oh, with the shotgun.
Alan doing what Alan does and winning on Duel 1. It's a pretty common sight. Of course, Alan, a Doombringer champion over the past in actual tournaments and not show matches. Although he's probably going to earn more money today. Oh, that he's organized.
Yeah. Woo! Nice one coming out of Nessy. 21 HP, 30 seconds, 5 frags. Let's go. I don't like the math. Alright, but this is about to be 10 euro in the hands of CrazyAl. He hasn't said what he's going to spend his money on. That's maybe what I should be asking him.
I think we know.
Homemade for the beard?
No.
There it is. CrazyAl taking number 1. I think he's probably going to spend it on some freight to bring that really nice grandma's comfy chair to the next place he hosts TimCon LAN. That's got to happen. That was the one thing, like, you got to have TimCon LAN at a really cool venue, but you don't have the chair.
I know.
Thing, yeah.
We'll get a chair. We'll get a chair. We'll get a series of couches and make it like Home Story Cup soon enough. Don't you worry.
That's a good plan, really. That's actually what I was going to be doing with Necrolancy until, you know, the world ended. It's really put a crimp on all of our plans, really.
I just realized I forgot to tell them to connect, so their
right.
win-lose streak ratio would be reset.
What other AFPS has arena or server-side win counters? None. Not that I know of.
No. There's a lot of things that Doombringer has that nobody else has.
Yeah. Like, really cool icons for suicides and lavas and void deaths. All that stuff.
Yeah. Genuinely the best spec card in Arena FPS, to the embarrassment of everybody else.
It is good, and it's here early, and that's such a load off my mind. Like, I've seen so many games come and go because you just don't get that. All right, but here we go. It looks like they're getting ready, getting psyched here on Aggressor. And I'm more than ready for it myself. CrazyAl versus Nessy, the Scots versus the Monster of the Lake. Map 2. Here we go.
Aggressor, a very interesting map. Very wild. Long frag streaks here, and rocket control eminently possible. Watch out for that. Hugely vertical map as well. Really different from almost anything else. Not only in this pool, but in all of Doombringer.
It's a very unique Quake map in general. Like you mentioned, it's vertical, but the atriums are relatively tight, so you have a lot of corner play to deal with. That's where rockets and rails come in for sure. Most of your LG opportunities are like down here at the Yellow Armor or down at the Mega. And this is a map where, as tired as I get of seeing the same maps ported to different games, like this is a map I will never be sad to see them ported to something else. It's a good fit here too. But Nessy, first up on the frag, taking away that Mega, narrowly avoiding CrazyAl, knocking him down towards the red, which is still just about to pop up. CrazyAl coming in just at the last moment, and Nessy is here ready for the fight, but CrazyAl's not committed to it.
Nessy with a very nice rocket there, and can sort of take his pick of where he wants to go right now. Instead, I think, can't really think of much else to do. Sticks around by the red, goes in the corner way too early, and Alan's going to punish that one with a plop. Oh! Doombringer shotgun, though. Doombringer shotgun. 144 damage up close, and it wouldn't have been far off just there. They're going to duke it out now, shotgun on shotgun. It's Nessy that gets the better of him. And now dropping down, hits one, hits two, needs a big third. Not there, not quite there, and the rockets are coming out thick and fast, but it doesn't matter. He's got the frag. He's got the red.
So juicy, and he's sticking with it just because it feels so good. 1 on 4, though, a big change here for Nessy, and he's maintaining a little bit of stack after that frag. little bit of spam coming out of CrazyAl down below. Ooh, and he's making good on it. Can he really wait here for 6 seconds? Too bad he can't time. Nessy diving off the Mega. Doesn't give a shit because that is 2 rails and a rocket to shotgun combo to take another frag back. Absolutely decimating him.
You can see this man's rail comes from Quake 4, a game where hitting anything was almost impossible. And he played before Q4 Max, so God knows how he hit anything. Good time. Ooh. Alan back in with a second frag, though. And potential for a third. Nessy going to make it costly, though, with 1 rail. Can he make it 2? No, he can't. Little bit off. Look like his mouse sensitivity. Very low. Both of them, actually. Quite different to me versus Stink. I'll tell you that much.
I think it comes down to metabolism as well, but 3 minutes in, 3 frags separate him. And CrazyAl is trying to get his head screwed back on tight, but Mega's popping back up. Oh, it's going to be a pickup from Nessy, taking a bit of damage immediately there. And CrazyAl is trying to float around this red armor long enough to get an uncontested pickup, but he's looking nervous, and here comes Nessy diving out. 2 perfect rockets to take the frag, take the armor, and maintain control, chasing CrazyAl straight out of the gate, straight out of the spawn. And I don't think there's going to be much escape here. Like, where's he going to go? Nowhere. He's going nowhere.
Alan with a nice spawn, though, straight onto the rocket and able to go more or less wherever he likes initially. He doesn't make much use of it. I would love to have seen him try to pick up an LG, maybe rush rail, get the high ground. But he does have these rockets all the same and plenty of ammo. So we can see if he can get some damage on this Mega or even try and steal it himself. Or walk into the middle of the map and die.
Yeah, if you could just stand there and make a good, consistent LG. It's a pretty low tick rate, all things considered, but they're satisfying ticks, ones that you can't quite scratch off. But more damage coming out, and CrazyAl dove in for that fight. He was ready for it. Must not have been looking at his stack. Actual numbers.
You know, Nessy's sort of taken to Doombringer, a bit like a Loch Ness monster to water.
Hey, I get it. I get it.
He's not a duck.
But he quakes like a duck, or quacks like one, rather. Oh my god, the shotgun, though, coming out of CrazyAl. Starting to swing back here. 8 seconds to red. Still has to kind of float around. It's always tempting trying to catch somebody down here at the yellow armor, but unless they give you exactly the right moves, you just end up chasing them out of there. But CrazyAl still got priority on red armor, or it's going to get stolen out from under him. Which way did he go, Al?
He went through the telly about 5 times. They've been doing a bit of a ballet through it, and I'm so surprised we didn't see a telefrag. An all too common sight in Doombringer. Now Nessy in a very difficult situation and can't get through the telly. Rocket to shotgun. Beautiful stuff from Alan, who will now chase again. LG in hand. Rocket jump up to the high ground. Doesn't quite make it, but Nessy, there's no escape, my son. And he takes a spill.
Oh my god, these rocket to shotgun combos are just so delicious. And Nessy is going to end up costing himself a rocket there. So, you know, everybody's got to calm down just a little bit. You can see that the energy level and the tensions are raising an aggressor. The aggro is just too much sometimes. But CrazyAl, looking and listening. He keeps expecting Nessy to, like, come back to the same stomping grounds. And though it's a small map, you don't often lose audible track of your opponent. But he keeps stealing away armors from him here. Like, CrazyAl keeps looking at red, and then it's gone. Nessy, missed to steal your armor.
Missed to steal your armor, missed to steal your life with that old. Mega up should be Nessy's, and once again we see him with a big stack, and he may well start another domineering run on this map. Shotgun out, I love to see it. I mean, this is what Doombringer is all about. It's about exit damage a lot of the time. If you're walking around a corner, or your opponent is walking around a corner, and you don't take a pot shot, you're doing something wrong. And Nessy already internalizing that quite quickly. And, well, that's just a lovely spam rocket.
You say exit damage, but he was in a little too deep with that one. 6-11. And it's still any man's game, and just as I say that, you know, CrazyAl taking that frag back with Shoddy. He's a little bit light on the stack. He's going to want this Mega, going to be a little bit thirsty for it. He's got to get some kind of armor.
Red. He's going to stick around for the way. I think that's smart.
Again, I'm half expecting CrazyAl to actually, like, read the red now. Ooh, I just realized that simple items cast shadows. Oh, Christus. Man after my own dick. But, oh, nicely done. CrazyAl turning Nessy into a Messy.
Why have you said that? That's unreasonable.
I like simple items and I like shadows. What can I say?
Dear. 2 frags to make up, 2.5 minutes to do it in. Alan on to this red Nessy as well, though. We'll manage to steal it away. And that's sublime.
He's going to be soaking him in lime here pretty soon if he's not careful. Nessy desperately trying to hold on to this lead. 9 HP. The defensive rockets come out. Mega stolen. He thought he could bank everything on a rail. A little bit risky. A little bit messy. Taking away some 25s. Eel armor. Unreasonably safe, actually. I don't know what CrazyAl was doing this whole time. That Nessy's going from like 12 health back up to 100. It's helped him out. And he's taking him right back out with the shotgun right out of the teleporter. That is not how you do it, CrazyAl. Oh my god.
Center mass with the shotgun. It's gonna do some damage, but the most overpowered gun in the game, the Gatling gun, doing some serious work there as Nessy is left reeling. And this could be the start of the warpath, the comeback for CrazyAl. With 4 frags his deficit, Gatling shotgun, and again, Doombringer spawns. I want to see some Doombringer spam. I want to see some Doombringer spam, and there it is.
Got the friendly fisting out, but still only 2 frags, 1.5 minutes. It could go either way. As Nessy, again, just like so low here. At least he's getting ammo this time. Then again, it's a smaller map. Can't miss it, and neither can CrazyAl actually getting the pickup for Mega straight down to red armor. He's got no weapons, though. This is not the place. Here comes Gatling gun.
Who needs weapons?
Nessy doesn't need to be here. He could leave whenever he wants. There we go.
1 minute remaining.
Rockets back in the hands of CrazyAl, and he's got to hit every single one to make this comeback.
Yeah. Now, the second frag could come incredibly quickly here, so I'm really not going to rule this out until maybe there's 5 seconds left. This could happen, and Nessy, is he going to have the presence of mind to slow spawn? I shouldn't think so. Alan, 40 seconds, my son. What are you going to do? He's going to jump. Good damage coming out from Nessy, though. Now coming up the stairs, though, the knockback. Huge.
Oh, no! Oh!
Yeah! Jumbo Nessy, the GOAT.
That is not how you get there.
Trying. It's not happening. It's not happening.
But as we say that, CrazyAl turns it right back around. 3 frags could happen in Aggressor. And I think he's going to keep looking back at that one spam rocket he missed, and then decided to keep going +4. But you cannot miss at this range. He didn't even lose that much health. He's begging for a spawn frag. 1 frag. He needs to make the chase. 2 seconds. It's not going to happen. Nessy makes it out by the skin of his teeth, or I guess scales of his underbelly. Doesn't really have a skin, does he? Yeah.
Don't know. The
Holy
pictures
shit.
aren't great.
Well, he didn't want us to see him, which is why he's cloaked in mystery there, but I guess maybe we know why. But 1 frag separating them, that puts Nessy up 1-1 in terms of maps. The money's getting spread around today so far.
That was a crazy match.
Yeah.
Funny thing was Nessy actually had by far the most pickups there, but Alan was the one who managed to do the most damage. I didn't quite expect that.
It was
Now
crazy
we
shots
go
either way.
Oh yeah.
Now we go to Arrow Walk, where both players will be very familiar and very comfortable indeed. This is CrazyAl's home. But Nessy, I think this is where he's going to be most comfortable as well. So I think this could go either way, especially given what we saw on Aggressor. It's Alan with the Mega Spawn, and we'll get a direct off to begin proceedings. Nessy going to be trying to make that jump to red. A little bit tricky, a little bit different in this game to most. There's no wall clipping, but there is massive air control. Alan's just going to come up on these stairs and, yep, take it.
And, yep. Yeah, you mentioned, kind of prior experience coming out of Nessy. I mean, like, everybody knows Airwalk like the back of their hand. Just depends on how much Quake 4 he's really been playing, because Airwalk really never got picked up in Quake 4. But 1-1. Nice rails coming out here immediately, but look at this aggression coming out of Nessy. That jump to the teleporter exit. Yeah, I think we're in good hands here.
He just did 200 damage in about a second.
Yeah.
Christus, what have you made?
Well, the DPS of the lighting gun is 180.
And then a quick switch for a max damage shotgun. That's efficiency right there. Alan, you really going to escape on 5 HP? You shouldn't. You really shouldn't. Nessy, please hit this rail. Put him out of his misery, but no, he gets onto the Mega and now can fight for the next red.
And you can actually make that jump in Doombringer. It's just more of a matter of strafing more than air control. More air strafe.
Yep.
Yeah. Just drag your mouse to the left. To the right, I mean.
Ooh, 30 health for Nessy. There we go. He made it. Looking for some health. It's going to be a big fight over a 25. They both want it. They both need it. CrazyAl doing a ton of damage. Nessy somehow still alive. 7 HP. Back to the teleporter, and it's going to be the shotgun to take him down. Tying it back up 2-2. There's armor and Mega for CrazyAl. He's got just about everything he needs, except knowing which way to look.
Yeah.
I don't have everything.
Why are 77 people watching this? He's not looked the right direction at all there and let Nessy away with a major item, and he's now being a very, very good Doombringer player and using that grenade launcher, which is really what this game is all about.
Yes, it is. That's the real secret. It's all balanced until you bring out the grenade launcher. Then it's bullshit. Beautiful, beautiful bullshit. Oh, but two rockets right in the face as CrazyAl picks up red. The hunt is on. What is this air rocket and the return from CrazyAl? What the shit?
What? I was insane. I mean, this is really pedestrian, but what just happened? That was wild. They both hit a direct. They both hit an air rocket, and now Nessy, I think, just showing off. Hitting another. This is scrappy.
We never saw any shots like this when you were playing.
Thank you. You saw good, considered, deliberate play.
You just
you saw an intellectuals game.
You just fluffed this up, ready for this insanity. 3-5 now. But CrazyAl's hanging on by a breath, trying to get the chase down with the shotgun and making good on it. Point blank. And point break goes Nessy. Trying to catch him midair on the jump over to the red armor. Not a lot of damage, but he slowed him down and caught him in the back once again. What is happening?
Oh, the Doombringer shotgun. It is a very... Oh, Alan! That's so good. Yeah, I didn't hit any of these. You are correct. And he's stealing away all the LG ammo.
There it is. Bit of a mutual handy there as we make that 3-8. It's a rush down to the Mega, a rush that CrazyAl will ostensibly be winning, but he's got no weapons. Oh, sorry, hold on. There's a shotgun in his hands. Makes him dangerous by default. But he's got the side of the map now.
Shotgun on this map is ridiculous. It's so good.
Well, Nessy should have rails and rockets, defending with that fairly well, getting a pickup for LG as well. But here comes CrazyAl up the stairs, ready just to let his stack do the talking. But the hits are trading off pretty evenly. I like that rocket down the spawn. But here's red armor, 40 health, no health back up in the LG room. He's got to go hunt it. Nessy's been kind of conservative off of these spawns. You know, I think there have been a few situations where Nessy is more focused on getting a reasonable stack more than finishing off CrazyAl.
Yeah, and I think that actually speaks to his confidence that he's going to say, as soon as I have something workable, I can go toe-to-toe with you, and then we'll see. Rather than trying to get lucky, making the game chaotic, and sort of just throwing it to luck in terms of who's going to aim better. But so far, not really working out for him, as Alan's just been solid enough. Good rocket there, shotguns to finish, and should be the Mega as well.
Yeah, maintaining a decent stack rotation here. Got about 15 seconds between Mega and Red. And so that's 15 seconds of Nessy having, like, yellow armor to be on, but he's in the yellow armor room, and, you know, it's not a happy place, or he's in the LG room, not a happy place to be. And not a happy place to spawn. He's got grenades up top, and he really just needs to trust the grenades, start spamming them out. Not going to happen. No grab of red armor for him. And now CrazyAl is expecting the usual Quake World thing of, okay, I frag an opponent, go into red, he's going to spawn reds. This is what's going to happen.
Although it can't happen twice in a row in this game, spawns are random apart from you cannot spawn the same place twice.
Really, the best possible system.
Yeah. See, Christus, I listen.
It's true. We've had 25 years of experience humming and hawing and stroking our chins over the best possible spawn system. And really, at the end of the day, random spawns have a lot to offer.
They do. Some of the least degenerate gameplay of them all.
I don't know. I mean, CrazyAl is he's hitting some next level shit here.
He's feeling himself. He's looking very good. I would love to know what he's been drinking. Because I clearly didn't have any of it.
Some of that 5 Loco.
5? Yeah? I don't necessarily know what that is, but sure.
You know what? It's for the best. It's an embarrassment to the country and to the human race in general. But 3-16, nothing embarrassing about that coming out of CrazyAl. Yeah.
Shout out to Salakalasia for the
and
cracking StarCraft meme in the chat.
Oh, you wishing this was an RTS.
I've been playing Age of Empires all day, mate. I really do.
Oh,
Ow.
low. CrazyAl just going nuts with these rockets to everything else. So consistent off these spawns, and I think at this point, the fight has gone out of Nessy, going, this was never a Quake 4 map anyway.
Yeah. And he's kind of hesitant to admit it, but he's been playing a lot of Quake Champions as well. And there's no airwalking Quake Champions either.
Right. To its detriment. Whoa.
What a game.
What a game. What a map. And yeah, it was running around on an airwalk the first time where I was like, oh, the air strafe. Like, whoa, okay. You really feel that that VTech kick in midair, and it hits you in the veins. It's good shit.
Yeah, this is a really good map to demonstrate the movement in.
Yeah. To demonstrate it.
Demonstrate it, exactly. Demon strafe.
Thank you, Ed's Forehead, for the info. I've been thinking of having like little instantaneous Wikipedia pop-ups in streams, but that's what we have audience for. Nice. Oh my god. 3-26. This is a classic scoreline in Aerowalk. I don't think we're going to see this kind of shit coming out of most of the other maps. I think even, looking at toxicity, this is peak thisness.
1 minute remaining.
And then that happens.
No, it's not going well for the boy. He's had a bad day at the office. The comeback, let's go.
I don't know what he's doing working in an office right now. It's not encouraged.
I don't
by
think
any
Alan's
means.
even ever seen an office, honestly.
Why work when I could just flex on Aerowalk?
Making €70 every half decade.
Yes.
Quality.
Alright, but there we have it. This is going to be a longer event today because unlike our prior contestants, these guys don't GG out a minute before the end of the map.
Always talking shit, Jehar. Always talking shit. Alright?
Better to talk shit than eat shit.
Oh. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Shots
I
fired.
should know.
But not hit. There it is. CrazyAl taking it. And, last map we were looking at tied maps, and it was kind of by a hair's length, as Ryan would say. But here, CrazyAl, I think he's just attacking Nessy's endurance and will to live at this point. That was insane. 5-27. And we're going to go to the next map. Hopefully a little bit more of an even keel from here on out.
Why not an even Klesk?
Because the sounds are just that much worse. For a while, it sounded like Klesk was coming back, and I was not ready for it. I was like, oh no. How could they make them sound any better or worse? It just exists in a weird state.
Might as well just go for worse. You might as well make it an art installation.
Ugh.
Would have been interesting to see what's going through the mind of the people who made the sound I did. Yeah, this is fine.
And by the way, as long as we're talking about Christus's excellent sound choices, the hit sounds are exactly where they need to be. Best hit sounds.
That is Matra Panning's.
Duel 4?
I think he means even GT4 or
okay.
Duel 5. That's Matra Panning's. What's the word for it? Mark on the game.
There is no Duel 4. No Duel 4 yet. We do have a lot of maps, and indeed we are going over to GT4. CrazyAl versus Nessy. Here we go very, very shortly. In fact, they are readying up.
Prepare. Fight.
All right. Yeah, this map is good for nice, clean, civilized fights. A little bit of hide in the fog as far as it goes. Some long distance reach out and touchy rails. And right now, CrazyAl taking away red armor and yellow, cheeky boy. Taking away some rockets and shoddy. It's going to be the rail in the hands of Nessy so far, but it really does come down to like how often has Nessy played the map.
I think he's probably seen it for the first time today. So that's going to be interesting for him, and one of the maps that I would not recommend trying to learn in that sort of time frame.
He did play me on it, but I've never been particularly good at this map. And first time, I don't remember if I won or not, but second time he completely trashed me on it. So there is hope.
There is hope. And honestly, one of the maps that Alan is weak on, so yeah, it should be okay.
If Nessy gets some room to move with his LG, it's going to be rough for Alan, I think.
Yeah, looking at things like Aggressor, I can definitely agree with that. Yeah, Al's been doing some neat jump attempts, things that he saw somebody at school do once, and he thought, hey, that could be fun. Didn't quite make it, but he has been making the frags here. 37 health. So if Nessy is heavy off of the spawn, which indeed he is, it could be trouble right here in River Room. But Nessy's not really making the push just yet. Just like the last map, he's kind of biding his time, getting weapons and stack before going in for a fight, but he's losing some windows of opportunity where CrazyAl has nothing. But here's that LG you were talking about, 14 health for CrazyAl, and putting it together with the rail at the very end. Nice hit, though, coming out of CrazyAl at the end.
Yeah, both of them actually playing quite well there. And Nessy's the one that comes out on top. Now, looking for the exit damage, you're going to have to settle for the Mega on its own. Over to the red now on the low ground. Can be a little bit difficult to make your way to it safely. Alan will be here with the punish. Stuck with the wall behind him. Nessy hasn't really got a way out with only grenades and rail. He hits nothing, but Alan is making a meal of it. Dear Lord. If Nessy had a little bit more awareness of his weapons there, he could have done something.
Time to switch to the pistol for sure, yeah.
The grenade.
Anything.
Yeah, preferably a gun. Even fists was better than that. He just had no ammo and kept trying.
Stood there trying to get by on good looks alone. Nice jump out of CrazyAl, but he's getting caught by the shaft. Good rocket damage on the return. He's back out of there, focusing on the stack, focusing on the Mega. Getting the grab. 1 second to yellow armor. Ooh, what was that jump coming out of Nessy? Pull. Kind of saw that coming. Oh! Rockets to rails are so 1999. Rockets to shotgun, that's where it's at. Oh my god. What are these hits? Nessy's got like none health. CrazyAl barely any more than that. There's going to be some health back out here in mid, but there's that drive-by rail. Got him.
Onto the Mega, though. Alan's going to be slightly dangerous. He makes his way up to LG. Nessy can't hit shit, and now he's got no ammo to hit and shit with.
And then he runs past the ammo.
Yeah, he's going to walk past the ammo, try and make do with this rocket launcher, and on account of his amazing talent, probably somehow come out on top here, I'm imagining.
I don't even know what that is. I'm not picking it up.
It's purple. Scary.
It's the wrong game for you. There's so many purple things.
Purple is a fantastic color.
It is the
the
best
best.
color. Yeah.
I see you have some purple lights behind you, Jehar.
Yeah, I was gonna change it, but I thought, it's the best color, so fuck it.
Nice.
Actually, I need to get the Doombringer teleporter shader as just a full screen desktop image, animated, of course.
Of course.
Stare into the abyss a little bit.
If Christus's face wasn't already my phone wallpaper, I would try and do the same thing.
If you look, it's kind of a magic eye picture though. So if you look at the teleporter cross-eyed, Christus's face does appear.
And if you look at Christus cross-eyed, you see a teleporter appear.
It's crazy how that works. Yeah. Alright, nice jumps coming out of Nessy though. Finally getting his bearings a little bit, and by bearings I mean weapons and ammo. He's got 100 cells for his LG. He is ready to go.
No, but
that
Alan with
pop-up,
defensive rocket,
holy shit.
LG as well. Yeah, that's a lot of damage and a lot of wasted time. And now Nessy doesn't have the position he once did. YA is there to console him, and now he's got to win this fight and get to the red. But the Gatling, and the 50. Please take the 50. He's got the 50 now, trying for the rail. LG, surely the answer here, but he keeps trying with the purple rod. Alan will get the better of him.
Throbbing and pulsing, and the chase is back on. Al here. Yeah, some kind of damage output out of Nessy. Oh, punches could be a thing. He's going for it. He's looking for it. He's still threatening with other weapons. But there's the finish off with the shotty. 7-2. Oh, he's got LG again, which makes him dangerous, but yeah, these defensive rockets coming out of CrazyAl have just been shutting him down. It is now safe to turn off your Nessy.
Excuse me?
Alright, you're young. I forget, yeah. Christus, he doesn't know. Just
He's too old.
I don't
You have
remember.
3 generations on the screen right now. It's a real issue. I'm trying to talk about Beyblades. Christus is talking about fucking wheel and stick.
the
You're talking
BBC
about
acorn,
Tamagotchi.
yeah. At some point, Nessy is going to get the idea that hot switching to the shotgun is the thing to do. By positive reinforcement alone.
Right now, I'll be happy if he just remembered that he needs ammo to shoot with the weapons,
Yeah.
which unfortunately has been struggling with.
Oof.
So I'm guessing that he's feeling the pressure.
Well, he's got 3 minutes to figure it out. We can hear the LG hum up top, which is a great plan, as long as CrazyAl doesn't spam him from below with grenades or rockets. Oh, there's the drop down, and there's the rail, and CrazyAl is immediately backing out of there. He's not wanting to get caught in a flatland fight here for any amount of time. He is just ducking and weaving, dodging crescent wrenches. Oh! And just playing these corners like a boss.
Using all of his guile and all of his cunning, as well as his pretty formidable movement skill. Honestly, that was closer than it should have been, but Alan still is the one that comes out on top, and with so little time remaining and such a frag lead, it feels like it's enough. We need a miracle from Nessy. Well, it could begin like that.
That was like a miracle. Will we have any more than that? Again, no! It's the shotgun! Nessy did it! He's grown to a new level of awareness, of consciousness. And CrazyAl doesn't get to walk the corners anymore. He can be taught. This feels good.
Kung Fu.
And there's a Mega to boot. You might be able to catch him down here at the red. It's going to be... Yeah, he's threatening the pickup. He's just trying to catch him with a single hit. There's the shot. That makes it alone by itself. One more between the legs would have been nice. Not going to happen. But the chase continues. Nessy just looking for him down here at yellow. 2 minutes, 5 frags. And Nessy falls onto the ground.
Please pick up the shotgun ammo. It's there. And there, and there. Oh, that's better.
There we.
Nessy's in trouble. Nope, nope, no help. There you go. Yes! Yeah, pick up the health. Yeah. Like that. Feels good, doesn't it? There's the pickup for LG. Plenty of cells.
1 minute remaining.
But he's almost past his sell-by date.
Ooh,
Ooh.
he's gone now.
Just trying to figure out how fucking stairs work. Oh. CrazyAl. It's amazing how he works a corner. Must have learned that from his mother.
Alan would not like you saying that.
My regards. I know it's a little bit late for Mother's Day, but it's the thought that counts.
Actually, in Sweden, it's this Sunday.
Oh, there you go. Great. See, better timing than I think.
So.
Which has been kind of the case for CrazyAl here as well. 11-5, you must be feeling pretty confident and comfortable now. Nessy was getting close to it, but 10 seconds left. It's going to be CrazyAl taking yet another map. Not quite the beating as Arrowwalk, but this is a slower map by nature.
So 3-1 up for Alan. He's had Duel 1, Aerowalk, and GT4. Nessy managed to pick up an absolute nail-biter on Aggressor. 3 maps remain in the pool. Well, not in the pool, but remain to be played. Nessy still could come out on top here, but I don't know. At the moment, it's looking all CrazyAl.
Yeah, so now 3-1. Nessy, I hope he finds his comfort level a little bit because he's out of the zone in CrazyAl again. He's just been feeling it ever since that Arrowwalk game. Like, his shots have just been nice. But again, I think he was very deliberate with his play here. He was not wanting to get into a toe-to-toe fight at any length of time. He wanted to use the fact that he knew the map a little bit better, wanted to use the fact that there were some really deadly corners on this map. That's not a bad name for a map, by the way. The 50 health, the yellow armor, nasty places to get caught. He didn't want to play too much around the puddle, but even when he was forced to, Nessy ran out of ammo, which was awkward and kind of gave CrazyAl a big head. Deservedly so, as we go into the next map. Ooh,
Toxicity, as I live and breathe, my one true love.
Just the one, huh?
If Alan keeps up the momentum he's had, I think Nessy's gonna struggle here.
Well, he's got to feel more confident, surely.
Yeah, I think, you know, it's better the devil you know than the one that you don't, and he didn't really know GT4, whereas Toxicity, everybody knows. And I think it suits a mechanically gifted player who maybe lacks a little bit in the timing department.
I mean, like you said, literally everybody knows it. Everybody.
Literally everybody.
Nessy got a nice start here at the red armor, but Alan seems to have vacuumed up the rest of the map.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Gonna
scratching
need
away
to
a
get
little bit
himself
here.
over to the LG. Alan knows that's the danger though, and is here now. Jumping up onto the ledge and able to push through round that corner once again. LG is good. Rocket's better. Nessy gonna be able to fight back though. Not quite.
I wanted to believe.
Watching Nessy play actually reminds me of when Stink Like Sock started playing Doombringer. Pretty much walking up to an item, looking at it, and then walking past
Oh! Traded death there, but yeah, it's kind of a first date basis here for Nessy, which is not a bad thing at all. But it's going to get in his veins here, and pretty soon he'll start looking like CrazyAl, which, depending on your personal opinion, could or could not be a good thing. There's LG coming out. I'll point this out every stream. The fact that the LG changes color when you're hitting with it is just so classy and necessary to the genre. People have been wondering what's been holding back AFPS as a mainstream appeal game, and that's it. The LG needs to change color when you're hitting with it.
You hear that, Christmas? Your game's gonna be popular.
With the kids.
You won't have to beg people to play it with you anymore.
But there's a little bit of elocution for the electrocution. CrazyAl 4 up on 1 here. But relatively fresh, taking away rockets and rails. Play for Mega coming out of Nessy, but a rocket right up the pooper. It's going to take that Mega straight away. 4 seconds to red. And CrazyAl is chasing, but he heard Nessy struggling down below here by red. There's the... No, there's not the pickup. He's got to go back for it, but he's got to push out. I like this aggression, playing the middle distance and taking a frag back.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that made Alan hesitate to fire his rockets because he didn't want damage himself, leaving Nessy more time to place his own shot.
That's a nice LG from Nessy. Looking like a player that deserves to be in a Friday night fight as opposed to some weird replacement.
That ties it back up, and you're right. There are more opportunities here at the yellow, at the Mega, at the red to really just lean in with the shaft. Oh, there's the pop and the lock. There we go. Hey, Mikey, I think he likes it.
Nessy, the GOAT. I want to see that in the chat. He is a talented boy. And he's a grinder as well. You've got to respect it. 1 day in and already playing with fluency like this. It's something to behold. And it's all too easy for him.
Certainly getting a second wind here since, you know, the first map. But here we have it. Full 200 stack for Nessy. He's just on the hunt, on the prowl for CrazyAl. Could be a rail game, but he's diving in with rockets. Oh, he had nothing to bring to that fight. Nessy had 3 weapons to use there, and 3 weapons with ammo to use. A little bit of pitter-patter down in the acid.
The discharge wasn't enough.
And the acid discharges. Wow, okay. Cool. That's something I have in common with acid.
Disgusting. So, back... Just awful.
Alan actually hit that discharge, but Nessy had enough armor to survive it.
Jehar, I've been watching all your replays back, trying to learn how to cast team games. And I'm like, I don't know if this is the guru I need.
We're family friendly. It's just, you know, the Manson family. That's all. Depends on what family you're talking about.
Disgusting.
Any family in Scotland, honestly, yeah. 5 seconds to red. Nessy's looking for it. Doesn't have everything he needs to bring this fight. But there's the pop-up, there's the lockdown with the LG, and Al didn't even get the armor. He wasn't even there.
He had a rocket launcher and a lighting gun. He had everything he needed.
Oh! Al's like, I'm still alive? Really? I was ready to be dead.
Aren't we all? Aren't we all?
No, CrazyAl, I want you to die. There it is.
A bit of damage there. Might make things a little bit easier on this spawn. Just needed to hit a rail. Doesn't make it happen, though. And now Nessy free to escape. 225's way A as well. If he wants to 225s. No? Alright. Fair play. Likes living on the edge. Go get the 50 in a very, very circuitous route. But he is now back in prime position to fight for this red armor. And Alan, while doing damage as he is, that's 2 great rockets and the LG to finish. Nessy, eat your heart out. Who is now going to try and get onto this Mega. The timing not there for Alan could be very costly.
Yeah, that rocket really sealed the deal for him. This is going to be Al getting a foothold back in the map. He's got 4 minutes to pick up 6 frags. He's got the armor for it. But Nessy's being a little bit quiet here. It's not easy to do on Toxicity. Not easy to give somebody the runaround, but there's an opening rail. He's looking to do like Nessy do and get the pop-ups, but Nessy is sticking to the ground, throwing damage back. And CrazyAl just needs to close the distance. Where's the shotgun play coming out of? Oh, but there's CrazyAl getting it in with the rail. 34 health, though, and the health by the TP just spawned back up. He's going more for the Mega, which is going to be a slight benefit. Very slight, but what? Okay. Bit of a forced
That's how I want to go
suicide.
out. That's how I want to go out. That's with a blaze of glory.
Oh, I was going to say like Terry Schiavo, but yeah, like it's pretty much the same thing. A little bit assisted. But Nessy taking it back. 5 to 10. Oh, and there's that LG we like to hear. Almost a telefrag. And CrazyAl wants out of this map into somewhere else. Somewhere where the corners won't just punish him. 5 to 11 here. Oh. Alright. I love the LG to rockets because they're just so, I mean, obviously final, but also very deliberate. Like, yeah, this is going to connect you right in the forehead.
Nessy looking very warm at this point, and Alan, who had that little bit of flair on the other maps, looking somewhat lost, just unable to match the mechanical might of Nessy.
Oh. There's the finisher. Yeah, CrazyAl diving into that fight, he's thought, I have to prevent this play for the red. Not going to happen. There's just about full recovery. Nessy even thought about picking up that health. Maybe he should have thought a little bit harder, but CrazyAl coming right back around, and he's got just nowhere to go. No 50 for Nessy here, but the Mega's going to be back up as soon as he can figure out how to get over a crate.
Got no time for that health. It's not a Mega, so it doesn't matter.
Nessy continues to be on the hunt. Into the red pit goes Alan. A swift rocket jump out, and he will escape. Nessy very, I don't know, just casual right now. Nonchalant. Could have shot a few rails. I think he was feeling lazy. Didn't feel like it. And now just going to wait for Alan to come to him, but maybe that's a mistake, as Alan will pin him down. 1 minute, 20 seconds to go, and a lot of work to do, but it is technically doable. Nessy gives it to him. You love to see it.
He's going to want that 50. He's going to want that 50. Well, good thinking.
How's he gonna get that?
His thinking cap.
7 frags in a minute. It is doable, but a tall order.
You still want to see CrazyAl just kind of come back into it and start feeling these rockets. Oh my god. But some of these rocket pops from Nessy. CrazyAl. More like CrazyAl on Z. Oh my god. Nessy getting the pop out of the teleporter. Good shit.
Good shit indeed. 7th, 15. This one is curtains, but a very entertaining map indeed. And Nessy getting himself back on the board. It will be 3 to 2. And I think a lot closer than Alan will be happy with, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is impressive. This is really impressive. I'm sort of scared to face Nessy myself.
And this is still CrazyAl. I mean, if we were counting things properly in a best of 7, this would still be match point next map for CrazyAl taking the series. But like me on prom night, we are going all the way. Yeah, more money is always good.
Joel, have you played any matches against Nessy today?
I haven't. No, I was going to warm him up, but I got busy.
Playing Age of Empires.
Playing Age of Empires.
Well, either way, you got wood, right?
Smooth.
You're never going to want to be with me again. That's how this works. Yeah. All right, but we are going crazy all the way into the next map here. What have we got left? We've got a few things.
We've got Fata Morgana.
Yeah, that would be nice.
And Dual Fight.
Yeah.
I like us Fata Morgana.
Wonder which they are going to take first.
They're going to go Fata. Neither of them wants to play Dual 5, Christus. Nobody wants to play Dual 5 that's cast.
That's not very nice, Joe.
That just makes it a stronger
I started
finisher.
losing on it. All right, I'm out.
Yeah.
When I was uncontested the best on that map, it was a quality map, let me tell you. But now, ugh.
It changed. You changed.
You were wrong, Joe. They're going Dual 5. So we'll have a finisher on Fata Morgana.
That's cool. I like that a lot, actually.
So I played Nessy on this map, and he gets a lot of space to work with that LG in this map. So yeah, it's rough to face.
I mean, this map is big enough where you have time to learn it. You know, you learn pretty quickly not to stick out in the yellow armor corner, which is where CrazyAl is now. But he's got the armor, the Mega. Yeah, Nessy's got a bit of that left over.
Yeah, this is a sneaky one. I tell you what it almost reminds me of is when people used to play multiplayer on the first level of Quake.
Yeah.
It's got that searching around for each other, sneaking around. Sometimes you see the back of someone and you don't shoot sort of vibe.
Yes, you want that.
It's an interesting flavor of map. And so different to almost everything else in the pool. CrazyAl off to a cracking start.
Yeah, I've been kind of belaboring the point that modern map making around the time of like OSP in Quake 3 was like 2 yellows, 1 red, 1 mega. And that kind of not only constrains what items you have in the map, but also kind of the size of it. But, you know, older games just had a lot more variety, and this kind of harkens back to that in a good way. And in an even better way, CrazyAl solidifying his early lead here, 2-0, having to defend the red armor a little bit and diving off of it in favor of the Mega. Kind of just like anticipating that Nessy just won't know where to be and not know where not to be.
I like how patient Nessy's playing.
Come back up. Nope, not gonna happen. Oh, it doesn't matter. Nice mid-range shoddy work there.
Alan's got 3 shotguns on this map, so he's covered.
Oh, nice. So the thing we're looking for here is Nessy getting a weapon. That'll be a good start. We'll worry about items later. The weapons they're fantastic.
They're useful.
Fundamental.
Can't be fisting everyone. Just haven't got the stamina.
Not without getting asked to leave the aquarium, yeah.
That was oddly specific.
That was also prom night, if I remember correctly.
It's the best thing about the United States, you know. If things go terribly wrong, you just get to move to a different state. It's so good. It should comfort everybody to know that I've been successfully living in Texas for 7 years now, without incident.
Oh! They have no anti-aquarium fisting laws. You made sure of that.
Not yet. That's the neat thing about crime. You just need to find something that's not illegal yet. That nobody's done wrong before. Ooh, but nobody's done that wrong before. Who rockets themselves on a jump pad like that?
Yeah, like 3 times.
Yeah.
Alan trying to get too fanciful with his movement there. And he'll get punished. And now that's 2 frags gone the way of Nessy. 1 via suicide, 1 very well deserved. We'll see what he can do with this. It should be the Mega for him. Alan might well be contesting that through the teleport. Comes up the jump pad now and out. Not a big shotgun shot, though, and unable to continue the assault. Now we move over, and our focus goes to the red armor, which, again, should be Nessy's.
And finally, a little bit of a turnaround here. Like I said, you have plenty of time on this map to kind of figure things out. Nessy, he's actually got some weapons here. Not a shred of armor. Yellow's up, red's taken. He's hearing CrazyAl around, and he goes, oh, I actually don't know which way he went.
Alan is stacked.
Yeah.
Lacks health, though.
Nessy just waiting around for that Mega. No problem there. He didn't pick up LG ammo. Shocker.
You remember that time Gaia 20-3'd me on him? That was cool.
So Nessy
different look.
have forgot where the red armor is because he basically ran past it as it was spawning, and Alan got it.
We'll now know for future, and his LG could be dangerous here, but his movement lets him down. And ooh, Alan trying to get to the 50. Something nobody else has really figured out yet.
Fortunately, we have UGMT to thank for teaching us what to talk about when the match in this map is not close.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I provide a service for the small price of 30 euros every 2 weeks.
What did you spend your winnings on?
I bought my girlfriend lunch.
Oh. And next week you get to eat. How about that?
I know. I know.
But CrazyAl taking that frag with 10 HP. The Mega's going to be nice. It's not going to be conclusive, but this corner is always a problem. Yeah. Clank, clanked. You can hear the footsteps, and that's going to spell the end of Nessy for that run. 1-7 as CrazyAl stacks right back up.
Oh.
It's actually a rather nice footstep clanking sound. Very reminiscent of... I think... Is it a stock sound, Christus?
So I think Mattrop has one of these libraries of sound effects that he uses at base. But at least it's not the stock sound of metal clanking and footsteps that you hear in every game.
Yeah, it's a little bit drier. But that stock sound, I mostly associate it with Jedi Knight. That's where I largely know it from. CrazyAl getting out of this fight, though. 20 health. Could be a bit of a play over the red. Oh, nice. Sneaking the rocket over the lip. Yeah, he can take the red out. Oh, nice jump over the red. That was all right. Even if he dies here, it's well deserved. It's fine. It's like, yeah sure. But really, CrazyAl won all of our hearts.
The moral victory.
Yeah.
The little engine that could.
It's the first time Alan has ever won anybody's heart.
Oh.
So that's good for him.
Spleens and gizzards and other organs, sure, but hearts, that's a new one.
What about his girlfriend?
Other organs, I said.
I think she's into him for his Doombringer money.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, alright. Yep, that's what the shotgun does.
Friday night fights, propping up like several relationships at this point. They'd all end without it.
If only. I mean, if things get dire, you and Stink Like Sock just might have to share a girlfriend. Oh.
There's worse things that can happen. Also, message in the chat. How do you play this game? You are asking the wrong man if you watched the previous 2 weeks.
You play it like that.
Doombringer.eu. Doombringer.eu.
That's exactly it. Oh, okay. I thought he was looking for it. Yeah, instructional. Yeah. How do you acquire this game, this digital piece of media, of interactive media?
Well, this particular version we're playing on now is a development version, so it's not publicly available right now. But there is an alpha version from a few years ago on the website doombringer.eu.
Oh, I feel so exclusive and privileged right now.
Not for the first time. You're white and male, Jehar.
Hey! That was admittedly bait, but CrazyAl's taking a little bit of bait himself. Nessy going, oh, the shotgun. Yeah.
Interest.
Do unto others before they do unto me. Got it. He's still chasing CrazyAl like he's going to catch up with them, which kind of goes back to the point you made earlier. Like, yeah, you could see somebody and it's not necessarily a good idea to run their way because they'll just outrun you and out-juke you, and Nessy's still like stopping and listening a lot like, ah, shit. But when CrazyAl's right in front of him, the situation changes a little.
Yeah, and Alan is definitely going to outrun Nessy.
Yeah.
I mean, I think what this sort of comes down to, when I've been watching these two, is the simpler the game has been, the simpler the map has been, the easier it's been for Nessy. And then it's Alan who's made use of the complexities and the little special details. Like, Error Walk isn't actually a very simple map. The way that you play it, the way that you navigate that geometry isn't very straightforward, whereas Toxicity is absolutely straightforward. And I think that it's... yeah, that lack of complexity where he's done well. If Alan's in front of him, if he knows where he is, Nessy is very competent.
So you're saying
Alan's
big brain Al.
Big brain Al, yeah. Big arms though for Nessy. Big hands.
Nice.
You can hold two at once.
Strong hands. Ooh, a direct rocket. 9 health is going to be a little bit too much to ask for though, especially what the Mega picked up. Back up to 120 for L. Yep.
4 frags in 5 seconds.
Yeah.
I've seen him win these.
Well, he got one.
Yeah, there it is.
GG.
All right, so CrazyAl, what is it now? 4-2?
4-2. I also want to point out that CrazyAl has not once replied to Nessy's GG well played with a well played of his own. He has gone 6 maps now without a single well played, and I gotta love the disrespect.
I'm a big proponent for GG. GG is a handshake that is baseline manners that keeps us all from getting into fistfights during esports events, if not worse things than fistfights. But WP, I mean, it's fine. It's a little bit whatever for me. Like, you could say WP, you don't have to. It's like a handshake and a kiss, you know? Like, you don't need the kiss. It's just a bonus.
I think you need the kiss.
Oh. Stop. Alright, here we go.
The Rona.
On Fata Morgana. Final map, yeah?
Yep, so this is the final map. Nessy has practiced this map a fair bit today, and yesterday as well. He has not played it before either, since it's mostly been around in CPMA. But it's
such a rhythm to it.
Yeah, and it's a very simple map to learn, as far as where everything is in it.
I mean, it's like halfway between an aim trainer and a map. It's really not far off being an arena map. And I kind of like that. Again, another flavor. I think that's the great thing about these Doombringer map pools we've been seeing is just there's a little bit of something for everyone, I feel. And the game sort of transforms from being quite live-like to being quite CPM-like to being quite, you know, whatever else. And its own thing, of course. And it's so cool to have all of that under one roof.
Any flavor of gameplay, any flavor of brick texture, you know, you can get those wherever you go in Doombringer.
You can never have too many bricks.
No. Oh. But yeah, there are ample opportunities here for Nessy to do what he does with the LG.
He just hit 37 LG in Doombringer on 30 ping. That is insane. People hit worse than that on land that win tournaments.
Yeah, CrazyAl, Mr. Tournament winner.
Yeah. And a TimCon winner, and he will never let us live it down.
Alright, but Nessy is still dangerous here. This is where you want to see a little bit more grenade action. He's trying to rocket from below. He's like, oh, yellow armor. Hey, cool. Neat.
I know what that is.
Oh, CrazyAl going too berserk there. A little bit of the self-love. A little bit of tainted love, though. Oh!
I was so close.
Yeah, you talk about this being an arena map. I think we're going to see some mid-air antics come out of both of these guys. But Nessy is like, finally, I know where he is. I could shoot him if I know where he is. Yeah! Even changed his mind on that rocket launcher, like, no, you know what? I'm trusting the shotgun. It is
just
insane.
over and over again. Keep it going, Nessy. Make it 4. Can we see a 5th? Do not you dare switch away from this shotgun right now. The magic wears off.
He's going to do it as soon as you say so. But a 7-frag lead, 3 minutes in. That's a pretty good nest egg here. We'll see what he can do with it. He's got to invest wisely. Or wait for 15 seconds on a yellow armor. That's fine, too.
Solid. Good game. Rafa would be proud.
Mega's got to come up the yellow.
Al and get the red without any contest.
Nessy reminds me of Crazy. Crazy does a lot of sitting on items. Plays like a very diluted game. That's what Nessy's doing. You know, he walks to a place, he waits there, he kills you.
Yeah. I mean, you see that look in Razy's eyes. He's not in a rush for anything in his life, you know? He's just takes it as it comes. Oh, there's that 50 pickup for Nessy. Top of the map, top of the morning. As he's looking to push back in, and it's going to be a switch back over to LG.
Whoa!
Trying to trust the shotgun again, but there's the Mega to save CrazyAl's life and get him on the board, finally.
See what he can do with onto the red. It's going to be hard for Nessy to escape. Never mind, try and steal the red. It should go the way of CrazyAl now, who has actually not the biggest task in the world. This is super doable, if not even likely. I mean, I would love to get statistics on that in Arena FPS. Like, on certain maps, what is the average frag actually worth? And Fata Morgana, the average controlling frag is probably worth about 5. So about the delta. But Alan struggling a little bit here for stat. Wanted the 50, wanted the 225s. Neither is up. Will get himself on the red, but until he picks up some health, that isn't all that valuable.
Meanwhile, Nessy has a mega health and...
Away,
well, yeah.
Ooh, corner play with the
They are
rockets. CrazyAl actually willing to pull out the LG first. It's kind of a given at this point. He's assuming that Nessy's going to come out with that swinging, but the damage is good both ways. They're just grinding on each other. Nessy a little bit worse for the wear, but it's going to be Nessy's rocket, comma red. That's going to win the fight. 3-8. Oh, these grenades coming out. Oh, Iggy
Yes,
boy.
Alan.
Oh yes, Alan.
Oh, yes. You won my heart all over again.
All right, but still 4 frags to pick back up, and CrazyAl didn't want to fall down right now. With the shooting and the bullets and the burning. It's going to be a move back over
And
towards
the
Red Armor.
Death incoming.
Imminent death.
Nessy is banking on Alan's hate for the Gatling gun, so he's hoping to make him rage quit.
Tilting Alan is a solid strategy. It really is.
Is there a distinction between tilting him and just bending him over?
Ask his girlfriend.
I thought I was.
Hey.
Hey. All right, 4-8. 4 minutes to play. CrazyAl is checking items like, nope, no red, nope, no yellow, nope, no mega. Can I have anything, please? Does he really want to sit here and wait for the red, though? It's going to be a problem. Fortunately, there's 225s, and surely by now, the red is back. It is. The pickup is there. Nessy actually helped him over towards it. But they're just bouncing each other away. This knockback is just insane. Nessy actually plays pretty well from the lower tier here. He's not pulling out the grenades as often, but he's certainly keeping CrazyAl's head down. Oh. Where did that
I
grenade
think
even come from?
Nessy prefers the low tier a bit because he's hoping for that moment when Alan will jump over and he will get this lighting gun lift.
Monster LG from Nessy, who extends his lead by 1 frag. Alan looking for something here with the grenade. 1 HP, 0 armor from the shotgun. Is he going to get this red? Please, Nessy, please. The shotgun comes out and Alan takes a tumble. 4-10. Things go from bad to worse, but this could be a frag as the LG's decent from Alan, and the shotgun, well, it whiffed initially, but will get there in the end. Nessy remains in control, remains on the warpath.
Yeah, this is so solid coming out of him. It's not quite the run we saw before with like 4 consecutive shotgun frags, but he is staying on top of CrazyAl and starting to peg him in once again. You heard the pickup for the armor. Oh, taken out.
Pushed into the wall.
Actually pulling out his fist for once, yeah. Nessy wasn't feeling like this 3 maps ago. Glad he is now.
Yeah, it seems
Nessy
like
looking dangerous.
returned his footing.
Give this boy a week or two and let's see him versus a guy or a stink. It might be interesting.
Well, we'll be here, and so will Friday Night Fights.
Big ups, Friday.
I was skeptical the other day when they told me Nessy hadn't played anything but Quake Champions lately. And I was like, I might have made a terrible mistake.
No, but we got a good show. It's going to end up, I mean, unless CrazyAl has a final stand and he can, like, stop the clock and just lean in on Nessy for a few minutes. It's going to end up being, 4-3. CrazyAl's favorite, but Nessy, yeah, once he feels it and once he has an opportunity to use that LG, he is so very dangerous. So I think you're right. Give him a week or two. Have him play some of these maps a little bit more. It's going to be good stuff.
I'll train the boy up. I'll teach him the secrets. And a man with working arms and hands can do what I can't.
2 weeks later, we trained him wrong as a joke.
I did that stink once in practice. I was feeding him enough information. So you know how like people have tendencies, and they always peek, like they'll jiggle 3 times before they rail. I consciously changed all of that in myself, hoping it would throw him off, and then he didn't even show up to land. It was terrible.
Yeah. You saw
I went through all that effort.
Oof. I love that long-range smack sound.
And then you lost a guy in the finals.
Shut up, Christus! That's your fault. Our dinner was too big that night. You remember? You remember the pizza and Tim made an absolute mess of himself and it was just disgusting? What the fuck was going on?
And then he got another one the next time.
He got another. Oh, it was awful. He was just eating a pizza with a lobster on it whole with his hands, and he was just covered like a small child.
Is there photographic evidence of this?
There's not. Nobody wants a photo of that.
You don't know me. All right, Nessy made it messy in the last map, and yeah, that ends up being 4-3, 40 euro to CrazyAl, 30 to Nessy. Not a bad shot at all. Not either of them. They both had their moments to shine and give us some frags for the books. And yeah,
oh yeah, it was definitely fantastic showing.
The best Friday night fights yet.
Oh, it was extremely entertaining. I
all
hope
because
everyone
you were here, GMT.
Watching felt that too.
Yeah, that the Aerowalk game, I think it goes to show that in any of these AFPSs, Doombringer included, especially, like if you could show you can have a really interesting game of Aerowalk, you're in a good spot. Or maybe the map is just that easy to get right. I don't know which is more true. But I'm happy either way. And yeah, go check out Doombringer on you know the interwebs, on IndieDB on the website. Check it out on Twitter. All that fun stuff.
I'll post screenshots of the single-player maps being developed every so often.
The simple items cast shadows. That's all you need to know. It's amazing what can happen with the Dark Places engine. You can't even categorize the things the Dark Places engine can do into any year anymore. It's in this weird spot. That's the same thing with a lot of Quake engines. It's like, yeah, it started from the Quake source and it's been bolted onto from there, and now it's just kind of its own thing. But that is a feature I don't see in any other arena FPS. Simple items that not only have parallax with multiplanar sprites, but shadows as well.
You big nerd.
Oh, it's good shit.
Because I made them out of models instead of sprites. I felt like no matter how large I make the resolution of the sprite, it's always going to be this little awful edge on them.
That takes me back to like 10 years ago where Warsaw was still a thing, and they had like really nice simple items, like good like gradients and like shit, like good shit. And then like Quake 0, Quake Live was coming around the corner, and yeah, it just had like the Quake 3 resolution for the simple items, and it's like, come on, it could easily be so much better. There's like such a big space of like, just give us the same shit, just better, and we'll be happy. We're actually easy to please, contrary to what people think about Quake players. We are very easy to please.
They could have just given us Warsaw instead. They could have just bought that, and there we go.
yeah, honestly. But no, they needed to sell some 5 gum, and they did for a moment. All right, and again, we're talking about things that happened before GMT was born, so
thank you.
We'll include him in the conversation again. Thank you. Jesus. May I have another? All right, everybody, fantastic Friday night fight. Have a great rest of your Friday if you're here in the States, and be responsible if you're not. The converse of that is you don't have to be responsible if you're American. It's just the way it works.
Mm.
Yeah. All right, any last words there, GMT?
Thank you very much for the broadcast once again, Jehar. Thank you to Christus for the game and indeed the prize pool. Thank you very much to CrazyAl and Nessy for playing, and to everyone for watching. Do hope you enjoyed.
All right, we'll keep doing this as long as Christus has money, but until next week, we'll see you later. But stick around because tomorrow it's going to be all about Doom 2, a big FFA event put on by the Doom 2 community and Z-Damon and all that good shit. So stick around for details of that. It's going to be a good show, fun show. And indeed, everybody should play as well because FFA, Doom 2, doesn't get much simpler than that.
Best FFA.
Yes. We'll see you there. Everybody have a great night, day, evening, whatever.
Thank you.